At what point did the government begin confiscating cryptocurrency? Taking aim at more than just the bad guys now. Everyone is being impacted by it. There is no way this is real. A big reason Shiba Inu is falling is because Bitcoin can't keep its price levels. Is this the reason we haven't been able to surpass the prior record highs yet? For what reasons are people choosing to forego cryptocurrency altogether? We'll have to see. Important notice. The continuous decline of the cryptocurrency sector is becoming more apparent as time passes. Investors are becoming increasingly anxious as prices continue to decline. The once booming market today appears to be in a state of perpetual chaos. There is more to this deterioration than meets the eye. Real people are being impacted by it. People who put their money into the market with high expectations are suddenly seeing huge losses. This slump is hitting communities that were established on the hope and excitement of cryptocurrency the hardest. As ambitions of financial autonomy dwindle, despair and annoyance run wild. However, what is going on? How come the level of fear keeps rising? The market keeps collapsing. Why is that? A recent cryptocurrency message that went popular on social media is mostly responsible for starting this hysteria. An initiative to create a strategic Bitcoin reserve is the subject of this piece. The federal government's open and honest handling of Bitcoin assets is the primary objective. It serves multiple interconnected functions, one of which is to offset expenditures with funds drawn from the Federal Reserve System. A pivotal figure in this endeavor has been Senator Cynthia Lummi. A strategic reserve, in her opinion, would offer market stability and a defined framework for Bitcoin management. Legislators in Congress started this movement after realizing Bitcoin was becoming big and that regulation was needed to help it expand while keeping it transparent. But investors are quite confused and worried about this measure because of its debut. Uncertainty and dread have grown in the market as a result of the disturbing notion of the government exerting substantial influence over Bitcoin. These worries have been exacerbated by the rapid dissemination of rumors and conjecture on social media. The bill's sponsors in Congress recognize the value of bringing Bitcoin under stricter regulation. The cryptocurrency market, they said, might become more trustworthy and stable as a result. Nevertheless, a lot of crypto enthusiasts and investors are apprehensive about government involvement because they think it could result in increased control and less freedom. A Bitcoin reserve run by the government may sound like a good idea at first. One interpretation is that it validates Bitcoin by indicating that it has found a way into mainstream banking systems. The truth, though, is trickier. Many investors are worried that the government may try to regulate a decentralized currency like Bitcoin. Bitcoin's allure stems from the fact that it is not subject to governmental regulation or conventional banking systems. Concerns about more government oversight and control stem from the fact that this core feature of Bitcoin is vulnerable to potential government intervention. Also, many were caught unawares by the bill's abrupt announcement, which led to future uncertainty and speculation, and its implications for Bitcoin's decentralized market structure. Fear of losing money due to selling off holdings is a direct result of the widespread uncertainty in the market, which in turn drives prices even down. A lot of people are freaking out because news and speculations are spreading so quickly on social media. Market volatility increases as a result of people's hasty reactions to news stories, which they may not completely comprehend. A lot of people are freaking out because they think bad things will happen if this law passes. This terror brings back the Great Depression-era events in 1933, when the United States government confiscated gold from its inhabitants. Investors are understandably anxious and have rushed to get out of the Bitcoin market because they fear a similar outcome. Therefore, the market's reaction has been extremely unfavorable, leading to a large drop in 1933, even if a regulated Bitcoin reserve could have benefits. The government's goal in mandating the exchange of gold for paper money was to stabilize the economy. Many residents were left worried about their financial futures after this stunning move stripped them of their money and security. Looking back, many are concerned that Bitcoin could meet the same destiny. Uncertainty and dread have settled over the market as a result of the possibility that the government may confiscate or severely regulate Bitcoin. Because of this fear, investors are selling their assets in a panic, which further lowers prices and makes the situation worse. A lot of people are worried about the security of their digital assets because of the government's previous activities. People are understandably worried about the possibility of losing their cryptocurrency for a variety of reasons. To begin with, cryptocurrency stands for decentralization and freedom from central banks. Cryptocurrency gives many people the illusion that they can keep their money out of the hands of the authorities. Another attractive aspect of cryptocurrency is its decentralized nature. It assuages people's fears that their money could be taken by the government. They react emotionally because they are afraid of losing control and having their assets taken. People exert a great deal of effort in pursuit of their assets, as well as the prospect of their deprivation is naturally upsetting. As a result of this worry, investors are fleeing to safeguard their assets, which increases market volatility. This uneasiness brings to light an important ethical dilemma. The very essence of Bitcoin individual liberty and self-determination is at odds with the notion of confiscating cryptocurrency. Many people are drawn to cryptocurrency because it gives them authority over their own money, free from government meddling. Government threats to seize crypto assets are perceived as a betrayal by individuals who have the belief in the freedom money concept of Bitcoin. For many, these digital currencies represent a liberation from the constraints of conventional banking, and the prospect of giving up that freedom is very disconcerting. The credibility of the financial system is called into question by this scenario. Concerns about potential government interference have investors questioning the security of their digital holdings. Those who have put their faith in cryptocurrencies are understandably worried about the prospect of their confiscation or stringent regulation, which would call into question the very essence of cryptocurrencies. The market's unfavorable reaction stems from a combination of concerns about potential financial losses and a perceived danger to the fundamental principles that cryptocurrencies represent. To sum up, investors are understandably worried and confused by the introduction of the law that would establish a Bitcoin reserve to be overseen by the government. Anxieties are heightened by historical examples, such as the 1933 gold seizure, which causes market instability and hurried selling. Many are scared to put their money into cryptocurrencies because of its potentially dangerous, decentralized, and autonomous nature. The persistent conflict between individual liberty and the constraints imposed by government regulation is highlighted by this scenario, casting doubt on the stability of the financial system and the prospects for digital currency. The cryptocurrency movement will have a hard time taking off if people lose faith in the security of their digital assets. Some investors may feel unsafe because they worry that their money could be taken from them at any second. The aspirations of those pursuing autonomy in their financial situation through cryptocurrency are lowered by this worry. Disappointment ensues if the very institutions they sought to evade begin to assert authority. The idea of seizure runs counter to what cryptocurrency stands for in a society that prioritizes financial liberty. True financial independence in the face of ever-changing restrictions is an issue that this situation makes many people ponder about, as it calls into question the relative strengths of individuals and the government. But keep in mind that you shouldn't freak out too much. Individuals' cryptocurrency cannot be confiscated by the United States government, as stated explicitly in the statute. This means that the basic rights of cryptocurrency holders are still safeguarded, regardless of the concerns and assumptions. Remember that rules usually strive to create a solid framework, even though this bill's introduction can cause confusion, instead of limiting people's liberty. As the market readjusts to these changes, things should settle thanks to the crypto community's resiliency. Investors can better handle market fluctuations if they maintain composure. Despite the lack of confirmation, this news is causing widespread alarm in the cryptocurrency industry. People are on edge because they don't know what's going to happen. There is a lingering worry that circumstances may change, even though the act says the US can't seize crypto. The answer is unclear. If things turn out the way we don't expect, our worst fears may come true.